It's Mike Farrell, Rivals.com at the Under Armour All-America game. Registration with Aaron Sterling, former Alabama commitment. We were talking about that off camera. You're one of the few guys that can say that they actually decommitted from Alabama. So we were talking about people outside of your circle getting involved and sort of pushing you in one direction. Now, I'm sure that circle's tightened. Tell me your Final Four schools, and then we'll talk about your visits coming up.
My Final Four schools, South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, and NC State. No order, though.
No order. Okay, so do you know when you're taking visits to those schools?
Yes, I start my official visits in January, probably like the second week of January, or whenever they open from day
like
week.
The 12th, 13th, that weekend. Do you know the order of them?
Not exactly. Gotta talk to my mom.
Okay, so let's talk about Georgia first. Obviously, you're being a Georgia kid. What do you like about them? And do you hear from a lot of people saying you got to stay in state?
Yes, I like Coach Rocker. He'll probably be my position coach if I go there. Decide to go there. He a pretty cool coach. He straightforward. He don't sugarcoat. He tell you straight up how it is, and that's one thing I like about him. And then Coach Smart, Coach Smart. I like Coach Smart. What else?
Do you have any friends going there?
Friends have everybody who's committed there. Like,
right. So they working you?
Yes.
And how much does that influence you? I know you're not letting sort of people outside your circle, but how much does that influence you when you hear all this stuff?
Somewhat influenced me, but not really, because like you can't go to a school off of your friends. That's not a good decision.
Yeah. So South Carolina, let's talk about them. Will Muschamp, a defensive coach, they had a really surprising year this year. Coming back from 3-9. What do you like about them?
I like really almost everything about South Carolina. South Carolina, man, I get good feelings every time I go down there. So South Carolina is pretty yeah.
Is there a coach you like down there, or you have a good relationship with anybody?
I got a good relationship with Coach T-Rob, Coach P, and Coach Muschamp, them three.
Now, what position? Are they all recruiting you for the same position, or are some of them moving you around?
They plan on moving me around. DN, outside linebacker, D tackle. It depends like what formation we in, or down in distance. It just depends.
Do you have a preference?
A preference? No, don't matter.
Okay. Let's talk about NC State. What do you like about them?
Coach Nielsen, D-line coach. Real cool coach. That's like the main reason why I like NC State, because of Coach Nielsen.
And then Tennessee, you got 3 out of 4 SEC schools here. What do you like about Tennessee?
Tennessee, Coach Stout, I'm cool with Coach Stripling. Coach Jones hit me up almost every day, texting me. Then the facilities, they got some nice facilities. Then Tennessee, just the atmosphere from Tennessee that you get when you come there, like it's a good atmosphere. Which
official visit you're looking forward to the most, that you want to learn the most about?
South Carolina.
And what is it, because you haven't been there enough, or what do you want to find out?
I want to make sure all the pieces falling apart. If I decide to go to that school.
Okay. And when do you want to make a decision?
Signing day.
Signing day. Right now you said no order. Is there a coach that you have a relationship with that is a little bit tighter than the rest, either a positional coach or a recruiting coach?
Tighter than the rest? Probably Coach T-Rob. Coach T-Rob.
And who's recruiting you the hardest?
From both schools?
All 4.
Really, it's between Tennessee and South Carolina.
Okay.
It's recruiting the hardest.
All right. So, Georgia kid, obviously looking at Georgia, South Carolina making an impression, NC State and Tennessee in there. Thanks very much.